Okay. There's headphones if you need them or you want them. Sam, do you want to point out where the volume buttons are?
Hello.
By the side there.
Hello. This is merry old BBC right here. Radio 1 HQ coming in live. Gentlemen, how are you?
Live, is it?
No, that's not live. That would be a big surprise, wouldn't it? Like, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Good.
Thank you for coming in to do a chat. we appreciate the effort. And you've come from eight of our studios where you guys have been recording for the first time in a long time. And can you just tell us how that felt?
It was cool. We didn't know that we sounded that good. We'd just been rehearsing and playing, and there's no real time to listen.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah. Especially when you play live, it's like such a different energy, and you can't really hear the subtleties and nuances. You just play and go for it. So it was interesting to hear what we actually sound like.
I'm the drummer, so I can actually listen a bit, and I've been sort of semi-impressed with the other guys, but
semi-impressed.
But the guitar players and the bass player were like, hey man, we sound really good. This is fun.
And then you left the room and they were like, just turn the drums down a little bit. Just turn the drums down a little bit. that age old problem. And that first opportunity to kind of go into the control room, because let's just talk about how you recorded the session today. Did you do it as a band in the room, or did you decide to track a little bit here and there, or how did you approach it?
We just played together, and that was it.
So you went into the control room with Simon, one of the great engineers of the BBC, and he pressed play. Were there a few nerves of like, well, okay, this is a whole other. This is not what we expected when we got back together to actually be listening to each other again on tape.
Yeah, it was fun because we didn't really think. We just started playing, and there was no like when you record a record, people are like nervous or whatever.
Yeah.
But we were sort of like, I guess, tired from last night.
Yeah.
So we just played the song, and it was good right away, the first song we played. So we just kept it from an actual first take, which is nice. You sort of feel like Neil Young for 5 seconds.
Except with slightly more complicated guitar parts. What was the first track that you guys recorded in one take?
Worms of the Senseless Faculties of the Skull.
Wicked. But that one's going to Daniel Picard. That's going to be for his session. So we're going to take one of the tracks that you guys recorded for us, which we're very grateful for, and Refused is dead, and we're going to play that right now. You recorded a session, but still the BBC, gentlemen, unfortunately. We can't take artistic liberties to that extent. Come back and continue to catch up with Dennis and David from Refused in a minute. So I guess in Radio 1 right now, having a chat about the recorded session and about being in Refused in 2012. We've got Dennis and David from the band. And, I meant what I said when you guys walked in. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk because, A, there's no reason to. You've got nothing out there else, to promote, you know what I mean? Which is a great feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And part of that feeling is that you don't have to do this.
Yes.
So thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a few questions while I have the opportunity to. When it ended, and it ended with the benefit of hindsight again as fans, and Dan, who you met today, who's weird that he's freaked out that you think he's creepy because he actually does work here. He's not following you around.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He does. So I just want to vouch for, I co-sign for him, the ultimate fanboy. But we were talking about this and we were saying that it was just such a horrible end after such a remarkable record and, and what you achieved. And it was just like, it just wasn't justified for the music that you made at all. And to come back now and to see the way people react to your music, it's rewarding, I'd imagine.
It's a type of situation that you've never been in, and you don't really know anyone like a friend that's been in this situation that you could have empathized with and sort of been prepared. You just don't. It's humbling. We're just grateful. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I mean, I've kept touring and playing in bands.
Of course.
I played some big shows, but it's always been kind of like win them over type of situation. And now it's just like, it's a done deal. And it's very strange to go out there and like all these people are so excited about these songs. And it's strange, but I mean,
But we still feel it before going on.
Yeah.
We don't feel like, we sort of have this image of it still being an
like
uphill.
It was.
Yeah, because it's just so ingrained that it's an uphill struggle.
Yeah.
So you feel the gratefulness and all that stuff afterwards, but before we go on, we're sort of like, we have to go out and kill them now.
Yeah, and you've been doing that, man. What I've been seeing has just been unbelievable, and that's why I haven't, and I still won't refer to it as the word that everyone uses when bands get back together, because I don't see it as that. It was almost out of your hands, wasn't it, the first time around, in a way? I mean, how do you carry on in these circumstances when you've made a record, and I'm going to really pee in your pocket now? It's so far-reaching and so futuristic that even the fans who are supposed to understand it don't understand it. What are you supposed to do at that point? I mean, you've said it on the record, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but we were like one of those bands that just, I mean, it was me and Dennis here, and then we just kept replacing people because they didn't want to do a band the way that we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then when Chris came on, he sort of wanted to do it. We finally found John, but we never actually had a bass player because no one wanted to be in a band with us. They just could not stand us. So, I mean, like,
you seem like nice guys to me right now. I don't understand this.
Yeah, but like we were never like a stable sort of like band in that sense anyway. So it coming apart was not a surprise to like our friends or family, I don't think. But it was like the actual recording was sort of horrible, and then trying to stay friends, playing after that, and no one liking it was sort of horrible, and then private things that were horrible. When things get horrible, everything gets horrible, and so
it's not fun anymore.
No.
Yeah. So I guess it's one of those things. You just get older, and once the idea I mean, it's been a long process getting to the point of actually meeting up in a rehearsal space. But once the idea plants itself that it could actually be fun, then it was sort of a short distance.
So that would suggest that there was a pretty strong group poker face going on there for a while, because rumors have been persisting about this wishful thinking, with all due respect, for a long time.
A year ago, it was not on the table. It's not like we've been going around thinking, oh, maybe we should do it, but we're not going to tell anyone. It was like when we decided last year, it kind of came out of the blue. I mean, we talked about like, we played music together and everyone's like hanging out together, but we never thought we were going to do it. And then one day it was just like, maybe we should do it.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
I love that.
It could as easily not happen, I think.
I love that, though. I love that there's no master plan, because when we look at our favorite bands who regroup and decide to go out and play shows again, and you have all these images of why it's happening and this and that and everything else, and I love the idea that it was just, the right moment and the right day and the right mood.
Yeah, that's what it was,
timing.
And now we're still here. And now you're here at the BBC, man, and we've got this rare moment to talk to you on Radio 1 in the session.
You realize how rare this moment is.
It's the
first interview we're doing. We haven't done any
I
interviews.
just
since
now
we-
realized that this turned into like an actual interview.
And is
We
that
were just gonna
okay?
say hi.
I know, and I'm glad, but God damn, I'm good, right?
Yeah,
Maybe the other guys are gonna kick us out of the band now when we get back to the venue.
You guys did press? I thought we made a deal.
Yeah, we got tricked by cleverness.
And that's going on the show Real for Life, isn't it? Hey, that's going on at my funeral, right? That's the last word right there. Did you have fun with it in the session today, Mike? Did you play them traditionally and faithfully, or did you take the opportunity to mess around with them a little bit? Because going back to these songs for the first time since you recorded them, having played them in a different era, in a different light.
I'm going to say something that no one wants to hear, but we weren't really happy with exactly how the record turned out. So we decided...
Well, it's been nice talking with you, and thank you for your time, and way to ruin my life.
No, but sort of like changing small things, like in the playing.
The details. Yeah.
So having done that, and we just thought it would be cool to see what that sounded like now. And from today, we all got very, very excited. It was great to hear the songs the way that we initially wanted to play them.
What do you see as the pros and the cons of possibly committing yourselves to recordings again? I mean, what would be your initial concerns should it present itself?
Well, we have actual lives that would be destroyed. I mean,
It's a good start.
We've all taken breaks from our regular lives to do this, and it was like there was an opening to do it for just by chance for all five of us, and all our girlfriends, our
Partners,
wives,
families,
families sort of want us back there in the actual lives. That would be the big drawback.
I would also say there are very few reunion records that you can listen to.
Agreed.
I mean, it's like I'm trying to think of it. I'm like,
Minor Threat broke up though.
Yeah, Minor Threat broke up, and but it was like a year, 6 months or something. Small Faces did a record early '70s that has one good song on it, but I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think, man. That's
I mean, that's
really
what I'm
scary.
saying. It's like it's one of those things that just like, we just want to play these songs and make them justice and have a good time, and then
Let's put a comma on it. Just for me. Let's
Yeah.
put a comma on it.
Exactly.
And for everybody listening. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I do a lot of interviews. I'm lucky enough that's part of my job. I was really nervous about this one because it didn't escape me that this was really rare. And it also, your music hasn't escaped me either, man. It's been a hugely big part of my life. And
That's cool.
I can't wait to see you guys play tonight. It's going to be a moment for me. I said to the wife, I'm going to see Refuse. She was like, but you've got to put the rubbish out. I was like, I'll do it later. So it's been really nice to talk with you, and we're going to take the last recorded session track, Shape of Punk, to come,